Anybody know who this is?
The internet is definitely a weird and creepy place that you can get lost in very quickly. Whilst you can find some heartwarming and wholesome content, you can also find some very disturbing things on the internet. I'm Sky from Sky's Horror Place, and today I'm starting a new series called Creepy and Weird Videos Around the Internet. It's not exactly an original concept, but hey, there's plenty to go around here. Now, if you don't see your favorite creepy or weird short video on this list, I'm making more of these eventually. So send it to me through the comments or whatever, and suggest your own. So let's just get right into this as fast as we possibly can go. Let's start with the video that definitely intrigues me the most and that possibly could have the most backstory out of all the ones we have, besides one of them. Blank Room Soup. You see, Blank Room Soup is essentially a video where it's a guy sitting at a table with a comically large ladle as a spoon, eating this weird soup, where this weird-looking guy walks up behind him and starts petting him. Petting his shoulder, petting his shoulder, comforting him, and he starts to make a noise that's reminiscent of either laughter or crying. We can't exactly tell which it is due to his eyes being blurred out. If we would have been able to see his eyes, we probably would have been able to tell. And then about halfway through the video, some guy off camera walks in and does the same thing. Pets the guy's shoulder, and his crying or laughing increases. The laughing or crying could also be coming from off camera, but judging by the man's actions in the video, he's obviously the one doing the crying or laughing. What do I think of this video? Well, it's not exactly disturbing in Jason Voorhees' way. It's more just, what the hell was this? What the hell was this? And I can't really explain it. But it definitely could use a lot more explanation. Who these people are, what the purpose is, what's in the soup. There's been a lot of theories going around that the soup is actually the man's dead wife. No strong evidence to that, other than it's a creepy theory. It's definitely one that could have more explanation, and if I could rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not scary at all, 10 being shit my pants scary, and 5 being average spook, I would definitely give it a 3. It's not scary, it's just more intriguing to me. Now, next up, this one ranks a little higher on the scare meter. It definitely deserves more explanation on why it was created. You might have seen this video if you watched Mess Yourself. But up next we have the Chuckle Hut. The video is simply just an animated head with a disturbingly stretched out mouth, making movements that are supposed to resemble laughing. It's a constant loop for about a minute, with this weird distorted train-sounding music playing in the background. I can't explain it. I don't know where this came from, and I don't know why this exists. It's definitely strange. Definitely something I can't explain, and definitely something that I want to know in the future. If I could rank this on the Spookometer, I'd give it a 6. Eventually, you get tired of it, but when you first see it, it's definitely startling. Now, next, we're going to be doing a video that's title is a bunch of ones and zeros, binary. It's been dubbed Plague Doctor, but it's a bunch of binary numbers, ones and zeros. At the end of the video, I'll provide a message telling you what the binary means. I'm going to decode it eventually. Video is essentially just a video of a plague doctor doing random actions and with distorted, creepy music that sounds like it's blasting out your eardrums, just hammering at your eardrums constantly, making them want to pop. And random messages and images pop up on the screen at random. I can't explain this, and a lot of people have theorized that it's actually a cult, but I don't really know. It's strange to me. Granted, all these videos are strange to me, but maybe they're not strange to you. If you could provide some more backstory on this, I'd love to know. But from what I know, I'd say a cult could definitely be at work here. On the Spookometer, I give it an average about 5. It's not exactly the most scary video I've seen, and it's more confusing, like most of these videos are. Now, up next, we got a video that's actually very infamous on this website, YouTube, as you know, very infamous on the YouTubes. I can't pronounce the title, but I have called it the Red-Faced Smiley Man, even though the title is this. Like I said, I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Now, this video has been infamous for its creepypasta, but the creepypasta, we're going to be looking at this without the creepypasta knowledge, and then with creepypasta in your knowledge. The original video was about 5 to 6 minutes long, if I remember correctly, and it was just this guy staring at you, and while his face slowly contorts to a smile. But the version I have is the quote-unquote safe version that's only about 21 seconds long, and it's essentially just almost the entire video of the man just staring at you, and then the last 2 seconds of him smiling. Anyway, now looking at it without the creepypasta in your mind, it's not really that disturbing. It's just intriguing to me. The same phrase I've been repeating the entire time. So on the Spookometer, I give it about a 3, maybe a 2. But with the creepypasta in your knowledge, which if I remember correctly, it goes that this video was uploaded to YouTube, and some person at the YouTube company reviewed it, and apparently, according to the creepypasta, it made them go insane and claw out their eyes, if I remember correctly. And this whole video, I have to say, I watched the entire video before. I've debunked many creepypastas before, using my personal knowledge. And as you can see, my eyes are still here, and I'm not dead. So, it's not real, obviously. I've listened to the entire track of Lavender Town, the original one that apparently made kids jump off bridges. I could definitely say, not haunted. But even with the creepypasta in mind, it's still about a 3. Now, the last video we're going to be looking at is I would say the one that needs most context. Not as much as Blank Room Soup, but some decent context. The title is upside down. I can't read that if it's upside down. Anyway, let's start. The video is essentially footage of what looks like a kid's TV show with weird distorted puppets with disturbingly large mouths. With weird distorted music in the background, screeching at you, like the other videos, making you want to pound your eardrums out. With many messages in upside down text. While I didn't take the time to pause it and read them, I'm taking these at face value. I think it's a video that's part of a bigger story, but this is the only video I've found so far. And I'm definitely gonna explore this more if I can. So, where do I think this video goes? Well, I definitely say it deserves about a 4 on the Spookometer, because it's, at face value, it's just not that scary. A little weird, yeah, but not that scary. That was definitely an interesting thing to watch. All these were interesting, actually. Thank you so much for joining me for this first episode of creepy or disturbing, and disturbing internet videos. If you have your own you want to submit, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Oh, and Halloween time is coming up, and my costume is actually right here. I'm going to be Ghostface. I was originally going to be Michael Myers, but we couldn't find the coveralls. The mask was no problem. If you want to be Ghostface, it's easy. Just find a Ghostface-looking robe at Goodwill. In fact, this entire costume was from thrift stores. The robe was from Savers, and the mask was from Goodwill. I'm Sky from Sky's Horror Place, telling you that if you come across a video on the internet that's supposedly haunted, it's probably not, but give it a watch just in case. And if you get haunted, you get haunted. See you next time, and like I said, send me your creepy videos in the comments, or send them to me through however you can. I'll see you later. How do you like the new videos format anyway? Do you like the intro? Do you like the outro? I'm trying something new here. Trying to go more horror. I'd say mystery's been pretty good so far. See you later.